This. Maybe I'll just talk to you this way. Is that better? Hi everybody, it's Heather DeLuca. I'm here in the SoJO 1049 studio on a Monday afternoon. It's Columbus Day, so congratulations to you if you managed to get the day off. I certainly would love to be indulging in a few of the store sales today, but I'm just here doing what I do, entertaining you guys in the SoJO 1049 studio. I had intended to talk to you about National Handbag Day because that is today also. If you want to know what I'm carrying around, I have a vintage Dooney and Burke bag, which is like 15 years old. But it is also World Mental Health Day, and I figured I would maybe talk to you about something that's actually useful to your life. And if you will allow me to maybe share my own story, I feel like discussions about mental health, there's still such a stigma in society in talking about mental health. I mean, my hair looks crazy today, but it's a really important discussion that I think everybody needs to have with friends, family, loved ones, co-workers, and I just wanted to share, if you'll let me, a little bit of my own story about. I think from the time I was really little, I probably had a little bit of an undiagnosed attention deficit disorder that manifested itself the older that I got. But I was probably about 30 years old when I had a full-on, flat-out mental and physical breakdown from something very traumatic that happened in my life. And it was very, very hard for me to step up to myself and for myself to say that I needed to talk to someone, that it was beyond the scope of what any friends or family could lend their ear to. I really did need to go and speak to somebody about what was going on inside of my head. I just couldn't pull myself out of it, and it was affecting my relationships. It was affecting my work life. And, you know, through that process, I found that I have a touch of social anxiety disorder, which is crazy to think of because of what I do for a living. I talk on the radio, I go out to events and meet people, and eventually I went to talk to my parents about it, and you know, the reaction bordered on sympathetic to my dad thinking it was just like some new age thing and I was being overly dramatic, but it was something that was physically affecting me. Anything, even just, you know, it does come down to just a chemical imbalance and slight imbalance that can really, you know, provoke your stress level to being really high, which can then affect your physical health, and it can be really debilitating for people. And it was hard for my family to come to grips that this was, you know, actually a real thing that I was going through, and I had to be honest with myself that I needed to do something more from a pharmaceutical standpoint to correct that imbalance. And even in such a low dose, it was something that really changed my life and helped me. And I had, you know, a family member that was so depressed that he took himself out of this world simply because he felt like he had no one to turn to, had nobody to talk to, and felt that he would just be better off not burdening the family. And no one in your life should ever feel that they have no place to turn. This doesn't, you know, mean mental health can affect you on a very small level. There are people that are imbalanced, that are completely functioning in this world, walking around you, and it might be a story that they are ashamed to tell because nobody likes to share their weaknesses. It's hard for me to even say this to you all, except for the fact that if you see someone in your life that is struggling, everybody has their own problems. You certainly do, I do, but some have deeper issues than others, and they really just need somebody to talk to let them feel like they are not, you know, flawed or defective just because they may need a little bit of help. So on this World Mental Health Day, I just encourage you, if you're somebody that is struggling with that, even if it is just so much as closing the door to your office or to a room in your house, quieting down, just being alone with your thoughts, really zoning in on what you think your problems, could be, or yeah, doing a little bit of yoga. Meditation has certainly helped me a lot to just stop, do one thing at a time, and when that anxiety hits, to just take a breath. It sounds cliche, but just like breathe in deep a couple of times, and really encourage the people in your life that may be struggling to search out their healthcare provider. It should be a basic human right to take care of your brain the way you would get a yearly mammogram or have your teeth cleaned or something like that. Just getting a flu shot. It should be, easier, and we should all be more open and accepting of each other. So that's my message to you on this World Mental Health Day, to just reach out to the friends or family that you have that may be struggling. And if you are somebody that is struggling, to just reach out to your healthcare provider. And, I'm always here too. So I just want to say thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of your Monday.